what it is. This is Rocket League!
Hello everyone, it is in fact once again me, Anton here, and we're back with This Week on Rocket League. This is of course the series where I bring you guys all the weird and wacky stuff that's been going on in the world of Rocket League for the past week. For the first news piece, we're going to start this episode with some news concerning the Oceania pro players Requiem and Deca. Last week there were leaks on Twitter showing both of them either using racist or homophobic language on Discord. And this week Psyonix came out with a statement stating that after a more thorough investigation, they've decided to give Requiem a permanent, yes, permanent ban from all Psyonix operated events, while Deca got himself a ban for the duration of 2 RLCS seasons. Deca came out with an apology for his actions on Twitter, while Requiem has deactivated his account. Good to see Psyonix make the right call in a situation like this. There's absolutely no room for such disgusting behavior like this. But now let's move back to the fun stuff. Streamer and co-owner of esports team 100 Thieves, CouRageJD, decided that he wanted to play Rocket League on stream on Thursday. He only just installed the game and it took him literally 1 second to get scored on. Sunless Khan also decided that he wanted to be helpful and gave a couple tips to CouRageJD, who was very grateful for the help.
Look at me! I'm Sunless Khan! You should try scoring a goal next time! How about that, Sunless Khan?
The next day he decided to play against some pros, and that went about as well as you would have expected it to.
What is going on? Why are my jumps so weird right now?
It could be, it might not be your car. Hey, that's okay.
You might, what the how does he float? He's floating.
Now, can we expect 100 Thieves to join Rocket League? Crucial on Twitter had a theory that if they don't, it's probably because of this one guy called Gamer. And as the last piece of miscellaneous news, Psyonix have finally added a play again button to the post-match screen for ranked games. Great. Now, if you could next add an ability to press the ready button for other players in casual, that would be great. Because there just always has to be that one dude who doesn't press it and makes everyone else just sit there for like a minute and stare at the screen. Now let's move on to what's been popping off in esports. North America played their second regional the past weekend, and it was absolute mayhem again. FaZe Clan faced off against the newcomers RBG in the first round of the Swiss stage. They won the first game pretty easily when Allushin decided that he didn't want to play the game anymore, so he started going only for demos for the next 2 games. No, seriously, look at this gameplay. This is in the RLCS. Allushin will be getting a lot of angry DMs on Twitter after that. He also broke the single game demolition record for RLCS with 18 demos. What's going on? So first killer trash talks the opposition in the chat, and Allushin only goes for demos. AJ, if you don't do anything toxic in the next regional, I'm gonna be very disappointed. I guess you could say that karma hit FaZe as they didn't even qualify for the playoffs as they lost to Space Station in the last round of the Swiss stage. Should have just gone for demos. At least that seemed to work. G2 and Envy looked stronger than ever as they both went 3-0 to top the table. G2 got the perfect record as they swept every single series to get the first seed in the playoffs. But speaking of the playoffs, NRG beat Space Station in a very tight series where half of the games only had 1 goal. NRG went on to play a 7-game thriller against Team Envy where they managed to come back and win the series after being down 3-1, once again making it to the grand finals. G2 beat True Neutral in the semifinals after this very unfortunate 0-second miss from Shad.
Chicago's up to try and kill it off the corner. JNAPS is losing the goal.
Not. But now it's time for the grand finals. G2 were up 3-2 in the first series and leading 2-1 in game 6 when NRG scored one of the most insane 0-second goals I've ever seen in Rocket League.
Garrett knows he has to keep it in the air, and that ball caught by Squishy.
Wait, hold on a minute. Hold on a minute.
Stop the attack. Here comes NRG. Justin sets it up high. Squishy nowhere close to it. Garrett, does he got the catch? He does, but Chicago's all over him. Squishy, 0-second drill for NRG. Garrett G to the side
Justin.
wall. Where's Justin? Where's Squishy?
Squishy's there.
Save!
Justin!
Go! NRG have tied it up!
NRG won in overtime but ultimately lost in game 7 to lose the first series. But if you haven't realized yet, you should never count them out, since they went on to absolutely demolish G2, winning the next 2 series 4-0 and 4-1. And so NRG are now the first team in the world to qualify for the Fall Major. And Squishy Muffin seemed to be pretty happy about it. The NA Regionals was once again absolute mayhem, never fails to be entertaining. But now let's move on to the other regionals. The second Oceania Regional wrapped up last Sunday with Renegades once again winning it, even after a rougher start to the Swiss stage this time. They won the regional after Fever scored this insane freestyle goal in overtime.
Fake out another, can't get past Amphis, but Fever slow burn shot on target, and this will be it! Renegades take the win and are your regional.
Yeah, Anyway, welcome back to This Week in Farmers League. We go to the second Middle East and North Africa regional, where once again everyone got bullied by Sandrock Gaming, who once again took home the 301 points. Next up we have the Asia Pacific South regional, where we had our first best of 7 reverse sweep of the season, as Azure Esports beat Asia Manji in the semifinals to punch their ticket to the grand finals, where they got absolutely hammered by Alke, whose, fun fact, new coach is Pulso SM. But that's it for the other regionals this week. Now let's move on to the qualifiers for the other regions. We go to Europe, where FC Barcelona finally managed to make it to the main event after going 3-2 in the qualification. See, you don't even need Messi to score a flip race at Why do you have to keep reminding us? Vitality are back to winning ways as they placed second after going to Game 5 in every single series. And Guild Esports got knocked out by Vodafone Giants in the last round, after which Giants pro Atomic went to trash talk his opposition on Twitter, as is tradition in RLCS, and as a result he got blocked by Guild Nolly, who then went on to block everyone else as well. Big man, you won't have anyone left on the timeline if you keep up with this. You know what? There won't even be a timeline. In South America, Team Nice Try once again went 0-3 and didn't qualify. Why is this always so funny to see? Imagine getting roasted by your own team name. We hop back to Asia Pacific North qualifiers this time, and I'm once again just taken away by the incredible graphic design on display. These are the teams that qualified for the Sub-Saharan Africa regional. Personally, can't wait for the Clash of the Titans, the matchup of the century, Orgless versus Water. But that's the esports segment for this week. The crazy shenanigans never seem to end when the RLCS is back on, but you guys already know what time it is. Let's see what the community has been up to. Quick F's in the chat for Reddit user, but did you die 55, as he will be permanently banned from Rocket League. He's just gone too far this time. But let's keep up with the theme, and we have a tweet from Woody where he was playing against someone, I guess in ranked, and he beat them, and his opponent got very mad because in his opponent's opinion he wasn't very good. But what happened then was Woody went on to beat him in 1v1 as well, but you know, the guy was still mad, so he reckoned that, you know, he could definitely beat him in hoops. Yeah, just learn when to stop. Rocket League can be a very toxic game, like we just saw, but there's one thing we can all agree on. You never break rule 1. Wimpy was stuck in one when... You know what? I'll just let the clip speak for itself. This just doesn't happen in any other game. They jumped at the exact same time. If you've ever played Rocket League, you've probably noticed that there are these small mini pads on the ground. Well, maybe someone should break the news to also this opponent of Pyro4, as I noticed there might be a slight flaw in his playstyle. We've seen time and time again in this series that there are a lot of celebrities that love themselves a bit of Rocket League. For example, the likes of Super Bowl champion Michael Hardman Jr. and Sidemen member Circa. But this week, the Philadelphia Eagles running back Boston Scott hit Grand Champ in 3s and 2s. So once he come to RLCS, bet even First Killer would be real quiet if he played against this guy. But that's it for this week on Rocket League. Thank you guys for watching and showing your support for the past couple weeks. It's been absolutely incredible. We're closing in on 1,000 subscribers. It's been a dream of mine since I was a little kid, so I couldn't thank you guys enough for it. But I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Remember to like, subscribe, comment, share, watch this video, or check out this playlist. It's been your boy Anton. Bye.